Hello.
Thank you.
All right, are you all proceeding?
On number 4 again?
Yeah, with the motion to revoke.
Yes, sir.
All right, do you have a,
Set it for a contested hearing?
Asking if it can be reinstated.
We don't know that.
are you doing a trial court certification? I don't have a trial court certification of
Yes,
defendant's rights to appeal.
This is a- if you right to appeal, it's a plea bargain case, and you have a right to appeal, okay? This is not a plea bargain case. Okay,
It's just probation.
I'm sorry?
It's just probation we talking about, huh?
Well, you're on probation, but she can take it away if she deems that appropriate. But this is a certification that you have. This is not a plea bargain case, and you have a right to appeal.
What does that mean?
You want me to, Judge, I want to have to set it for a contested hearing because client is asking pertinent questions about it, and may we recall it next week sometime or tomorrow?
No.
I need
It's
to
going to
set,
be set at a contested hearing. Mr. Leal, we've been here since 9.
I understand, Judge.
All right, so here's the thing, Mr. Ellison. This is a contract with the court. It's not a contract with the state or with your attorney. So you can negotiate with the state, but it's not binding upon the court. So if you want a contested hearing, we will recall it back for a contested hearing, but it will be a contested hearing. The state will be bringing in witnesses to seek to prove up the violations that are in the motion to revoke. Do you understand?
No, I was just trying to see if I can get it continued. I was working. I was trying to.
Now, here's the thing. You're not at the phase where I'm to listen to what your reasons for why maybe the allegations in the motion are true or not true. Where we're at right now is I am explaining to you that you can't reach a binding agreement with the state and have it binding upon the court. So what that means is if you and the state come to an agreement, I don't have to follow it. Your range of punishment in this case, if I were to grant the motion to revoke, is up to 10 years in the prison. Do you understand?
Oh, I don't. 10 years.
Do you not understand or do you not want to understand?
I don't understand. 10 years for what?
You're on probation for a 3rd-degree felony. You understand you're on probation?
I missed the stipulation, so I didn't call.
Yeah, that's what they're alleging, that you were unsuccessful and that you violated or did not complete certain things that they asked of you.
My first
So we can
violation.
either go forward now or either I can set it for a contested. Which would you prefer?
Was it contested?
Or they have to bring live witnesses to prove the allegations. That you did these allegations. That we went on.
Bring live witnesses to prove that I didn't meet stipulation.
All right, the court is calling 2025 CR 003409 State versus Irvin Earl Ellison. Could I have parties announced for the record?
Galloway for the state.
Rafael Leal for Mr. Ellison.
And are you Mr. Ellison?
No.
All right, Mr. Ellison, did you review the document entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision with your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Are you the same Irvin Errol Ellison who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2025 CR 003409 for the offense of obstruction or retaliation on June 17, 2025 for a period of 2 years? Is that you?
That's correct.
All right, state.
Violation of condition number 4 in Bexar County, Texas. The defendant, Irvin Earl Ellison, did then and there fail to report to the supervision officer as directed for the months of July and August of 2025 in violation of condition number 4.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
You waive and abandon the remainders, Your Honor.
Any objections?
No objection, Your Honor.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 4, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, and sentence you up to 10 years in the prison and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 4?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find violation of condition number 4 true. State, what are you recommending?
In the court to grant the state's motion and turn adjudication of guilt against the defendant, revoke him and sentence him to 5 years in prison, based upon the plea of true, and we would take into consideration cause number 2025 PF 5850.
All right, in defense, what are you requesting?
Judge, I'm requesting that he be continue on probation, either defer or with a conviction. My client was homeless. He didn't have an address, was trying to get his life together. To his credit, he called the probation office, left a message telling the officer of his condition and what was going on. He was mainly focused on getting his life together, and perhaps did not appreciate that he needed to report on beginning with the intake, and he failed to do that. But when you don't have a home, a roof over your head, no money, going hungry for all the, once he was released, that's what clouded his judgment, in my opinion, Judge. And we're asking, when he was arrested when he was just got a telephone and was in the process of calling the office to report. And we're asking that the judge, that the court continue his probation, and because I don't think the solution it is just to send him to prison. I think he should have that opportunity and perhaps take advantage of it.
So, has he done anything?
He didn't have an opportunity to do that, Judge. He wasn't directed with an intake as to what to do or what to.
What do you mean he wasn't? So he wasn't told that he had to report?
I believe he was released, Judge, from either jail or from here when he took the plea, and to his credit, he called once, and.
So you're saying he didn't know that he had to report?
That's not what I'm saying. I believe he was told, except that he didn't register.
So he's never reported?
Never reported, except by telephone on one occasion.
Probation? Has he done anything? Has he ever reported?
Initial intake in court with me. I
I don't have any indication that he reported after.
All right, so you're telling me that Miss Abrams never told him?
No, that's not, he was told, when he was released as to what he needed to do, and he was probably even given a number to call, and he did call that number, except that he didn't follow up with that.
He was granted probation on June the 17th. On June the 18th is, I guess, when he was released. There is a notation that there was a voicemail from him. And after that, there was nothing else.
So you want to call your client as a witness?
Yes, Your
All right, could you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
So I do so.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Reverend Earl Ellison Jr.
All right, you may proceed.
Mr. Ellison, when you were released, either June 17 of this year or June 18, were you given a number of the probation office and perhaps even a name of your probation officer to report to?
Yes, as soon as I was released, I used the phone in the lobby to make the phone call, and I left a voice message.
And what did your voice message contain?
I told him my name, and told him that I was checking in, and that was that.
Now, at that point, when you made that telephone call, did you have your own cell phone at the time?
No, I did not have my own cell phone. I actually just got it the day of the arrest, of the new arrest.
So you use somebody's telephone, either an office telephone or some other telephone?
I used the lobby payphone. Right before you walk out of the doors, when you get your cards, when you get your property.
Was that from the jail or from?
That is from the jail.
Okay. And what was your understanding? I mean, when you were given that telephone number, and were they your obligations? And were you informed of what your obligations were?
Well, I checked in. I knew that I would possibly have to try to make another phone call. However, I had no way of communicating or reaching out with anyone. So I would do small work, pick up trash and lots or whatever. I eventually earned myself a cell phone, and that's when I got arrested, and I was looking forward to actually making a phone call and continuing on with any said stipulation or whatever it may be. It wasn't
So you were trying to work on a daily job or some other type of activity?
yes, I was too.
Okay. And did you have a place of residence at the time?
At the time, no, I didn't.
Where were you living?
I was on the streets. If not, I would try to check in the Salvation Army.
Okay. And did you know when you were released that you were supposed to report in person to the probation office?
After release, no.
Okay. What would you like? I mean, what's going to be different if the judge were to continue you on probation? What's going to be different? How can you assure the court that you're going to be compliant with your obligations of community supervision or probation?
For now, if I get released, I'll be able to make phone calls and actually keep contact. That way I can have thorough communication. I can follow through upon any stipulation that is given for probation.
And that's what you wish the court to do, to reinstate you?
That is what I wish for the court to do, to reinstate.
And but the question is still going to be, why didn't you do that the first time?
Trying, out there trying to do better for myself.
Well, do you understand that to do better for yourself includes following up on your obligations and your community supervision.
Yes, I do, and I do sincerely apologize for my mistake. It gave me another opportunity. I capitalized on it.
That's the witness, Judge.
Okay,
Questions?
Mr. Ellison, so you were released from jail in around, like June of 2025, is that correct?
I'm not too sure. I'm thinking so.
It was earlier this year, right? Okay, and so when you took a plea on this case, correct?
Correct.
Okay, and you were placed on deferred adjudication, correct?
That's correct.
Okay, and the underlying facts of the case that you're here for today is because you told a police officer that you would fucking kill him. Do you recall that? At the Chick-fil-A?
Probably said something different, but I do recall communicating with the police officer to
Okay. And so it's your testimony that when you were released from jail back in June of 2025, before you took off from jail, you made a phone call to probation. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay. But when you took a plea in this case, Ms. Abrams went over the conditions of probation with you, correct?
That's correct.
Okay. And she let you know that you could report in person or by telephone. Is that correct? To adult probation, right?
That's correct.
Okay. And so she also told you that you could reach out to probation in email form, right?
I'm not too sure. I was told that it was
In person or phone.
right.
Okay. And so the way that you ended up in court here today is because you went to Walmart in September of 2025, about a month ago, correct?
Correct.
Okay. And you were placed under arrest at that Walmart, correct?
Wendy's. That's correct.
Okay. That's how you're here today, right?
That's
Okay. And so when you were at that Walmart, it was alleged that you took a pair of headphones that cost $157 and didn't pay for those headphones. Isn't that right?
That's right.
Okay. And so my question to you is, how did you get to Walmart that day, but you cannot get to adult probation to comply with your conditions?
Walked
You walked to Walmart.
to Walmart.
Okay. And you acknowledge that you could have walked to adult probation to report, correct?
I don't even know where it's at.
So you weren't informed that it's across the street from the jail at 200 North Comal?
I don't remember that.
All right.
I was
And
just trying to make the
so,
call.
I'm sorry?
I was just trying to make the call that way I can continue communication with.
All right. And so you didn't, you were arrested, and then that's how you ended up here today. And you stated that in between the time that you haven't reported, that you've been trying to do better. Is that your testimony to the court?
That's correct.
Okay. And by doing that, are you trying to do better by committing thefts of headphones?
No,
Would that be considered you trying to do better?
I'm not.
You passed the witness.
No further questions, Judge.
All right. Is there anything else?
No, Your Honor.
All right. So, Mr. Ellison, I understand that when people are homeless, maybe they're not able to get from point A to point B, but you haven't done anything on probation other than pick up new charges. That's not good. And in this court, I always tell people communicate. And if there's an issue, we can try to solve that. But no one can help you solve your issues if you don't communicate with anyone. And one of the, I wouldn't say the worst thing, but being on probation and picking up new charges is not something good, because that shows that you can find the wherewithal to steal, but you can't find the wherewithal to get in contact with probation, which is across the street from the jail. All right, this is what the court is going to do. The court is finding violation of condition number 4 true. The court will take in consideration 2025 PF 35850, give you credit for any time served, and the court will sentence you to 4 years in the prison. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it? You have a limited right to appeal. That right to appeal, I'm sorry, the court is finding you guilty and revoking. You do have a limited right to appeal. That right to appeal is as it relates to the allegations in the motion, not the fact that you are on deferred adjudication. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what that is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Like what just happened?
You have been revoked and you're going to go to the prison. And when I say go to the prison, they may end up paroling you from the jail. I don't know, because I don't know what credit you have in for time, or they may take you to the prison and process you there and parole you. But I've sentenced you to 4 years. Anytime that you've been in custody, you'll receive credit for that on this case. Legally, that is the law.
How much time?
I don't know how much time you have in. To the clerk, do you know how much time credit he has? I'm sorry, how many?
215 days.
215 days. All right. Good luck to you.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.